because what I was putting into myself showed self-hate. It showed that I cared nothing about myself or my future, anything. I was quick to say, I love myself. I know myself. No, I didn't. I didn't, because I allowed others in life to just dictate what happened next for me.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Isn't she precious? Too much on my mind.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Alicia Simone, Sammy, whatever you're comfortable with. And today, first of all, I want to apologize for not posting last week. Your girl wasn't really feeling good. I was really tired, exhausted, had a lot going on, and I had a migraine from like Sunday to Thursday. So sometimes you just gotta take a little second, take a little breather, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what we are. We're here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that we're here together. And yeah, if you would like, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a homegirl, homeboy, whomever. It don't even matter. We're just a big happy family here. So I'm not gonna, talk you guys' ear off. But before we get into the video, I got something to show y'all. I'm so excited. Something came in the mail today. I ain't even opened it yet. My mama opened it because she thought it was something else. So she said, but just hold on. So my girl Alexis, she has her own brand and it's called Soul Savage. And she is all for women empowerment, just uplifting each other and encouraging each other and pushing each other to be the best women that we can be. And I'm all for it. I'm here for it. And she truly lives what she preaches. And that's one thing that I appreciate about her. But she also sells candles through her brand, and other products too. But y'all, I got me a candle. And I love candles. I love burning candles. So I'm really excited. This is how the packaging looks. Hold on. This is cute. I love this box. I love the packaging. This is so nice. It's like a marble look to the box. It's so freaking cute. There's an ink pen here with her brand on it. That's so dope. And her website, I'll leave her website in the description below so you guys can check her and her products out. And she has her card in there. Yes, ma'am, for the card. Her name is Alexis Atkins, founder and CEO of Savage LLC. And she has all of her social media on the back. Love it. And it's a little notebook in here too. And it says believe in yourself. I know that I got is named I Am at Peace. And it is lavender. So we are going to smell it. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, y'all, I can't wait to burn this. Oh, it smells so good. I love lavender. I love anything lavender. It's just so calming and relaxing and all of that. So I'm here for it. Matter of fact, I'm about to go light this up real quick. Be right back. Okay, so now that I have set the atmosphere with my I Am at Peace So Savage candle, let's get into the topic for today. If you read the title, you can see that we're talking about self-love and what that really means. So in the past, I have talked about the topic of self-love, my journey with self-love. I've I posted like a random video one day on Instagram a few months ago about my journey with self-love. And I'm really passionate about this topic, and I'm becoming more and more passionate about this topic because I think that we don't fully have a grasp on what that means yet. I think a lot of times when we think about the term self-love, self-care, anything like that, we think of the exterior. And while that has its place, that has its, importance, and it's very important, not downing that at all. Get your hair done, get your nails done, get all of that done. But making sure that your insides are even more put together than the outside is really, really important. But today I want to tell you all a little bit more about my journey with self-love, self-acceptance, and just learning what it truly means to love myself and in turn love others. So growing up, I had this idea that being humble and agreeable, non-combative would make people feel as though they could be comfortable around me. They wouldn't feel as though I was a threat or anything like that. I was always a kid that I didn't like confrontation. I still don't like confrontation, but I'm learning now how to deal with that in a healthy way because confrontation in life happens. But anyway, I mistook being humble and what that meant for downplaying myself and hiding my light, dimming my light, whether it was for others or so I didn't feel like or seem like I was trying to be this big personality, be this bigger than everybody personality. Sounds really bad, but it's just what happened, right? So as I grew up, the more I realized that that was not healthy at all. It was toxic. I know we hate the word because it's really overused, but it was bad because I would make these choices that did not serve me, but they would serve others. I would make these choices that would avoid confrontation, but didn't make me feel good. It didn't elevate me in any way. It didn't make me a better person. It completely served others. So I had to realize that, yes, my purpose here is to be a help to others. My purpose here is to do for others, do what I can, love people, love God, love myself. And that was the part that I was missing, the loving myself. I thought that if I had done all these things for all of these people, even if it harmed me, even if it hurt me, I thought that if I had played good girl, if I didn't, wild out, that would serve me in some way in my life. But turns out that it did not, because what that turns into is you teaching people how to treat you. So I would allow myself to be used, honestly. And sometimes people realize it, sometimes people don't. But when you put yourself in that position, people are going to use you. And you can't necessarily blame them. It takes a different kind of person to realize what someone is doing when they're in that place and choose not to take advantage of that. But I experienced it many times over and over again, people simply using me for my good energy, for my good vibes, for, I'm not a comedian, but for the laughs, for the encouragement, and not necessarily wanting to pour back into me or see me be my best self. And that turned into a really drained person, me. I was drained. I was sad, depleted, honestly, because I was pouring into everyone else and not pouring back into myself, for one, because my responsibility is to myself and to myself first. So that's on me. But also not surrounding myself with people that were pouring into me as well. It wasn't a reciprocal thing. It was just simply, me doing for others and no one really doing for me. So that turned into pain. That turned into anger, honestly. It turned into resentment for a lot of situations and a lot of people. And that is a heavy weight to carry. But one day I had to realize that I have a choice. I don't have to live this way. I don't have to accept this as my reality. I can do different. I can still love people and love myself. And that was something that I really struggled with because I took loving people as me having to sacrifice myself, me having to deny myself of the things that I wanted out of life, my dreams, my goals. That's not what God wants for me, to just simply be used. God is the only person that should be using me, but I was allowing others to do what I was supposed to be allowing God to do. So like I said, it turned into a very drained and depleted person. It turned into me picking up habits that were not me at all. Looking back, I almost don't recognize the person that I turned into just a year ago. Honestly, this is not long ago, so this is not me speaking about somebody from 5 years ago. Like literally, just last year, looking at old pictures, old videos, I almost do not recognize who I allowed myself to become. So like I said, one day I had to realize that I do have a choice. So my message to you all, because I really don't want this to be a super long video, is that self-love is not just going to get your nails done. It's not just going to get your hair done. It's not just the exterior. It's a choice. It's a everyday choice. It's deciding that, wait, I don't like where I am. Deciding where you want to be. And then making choices every single day, pushing you towards that person that you decided, no one else, that you decided that you wanted to be or that you want to be. So that's what I started to do. And things started changing for me. The whole victim mindset. Why is everybody doing me like this? Like, why do people treat me this way? I had to get rid of that because it's my choice. It's my decision to let people do that. That's on nobody but me. And I think it's time that we take back our power and get out of this mindset of just things happen to me versus I control what happens next. That's what I had to do. And that, I think, is the true definition of self-love. The choices that you make show how much you love yourself. You can look at someone and see the things that they do, hear the words that they say, watch their actions, watch how they treat their bodies, treat their minds, what they feed themselves, and you can tell how much that person loves themselves. And that's what I had to realize. Like, what am I feeding myself mentally, emotionally, physically? Like, what am I putting into myself? Because what I was putting into myself showed self-hate. It showed that I cared nothing about myself or my future, anything. I was quick to say, I love myself. I know myself. No, I didn't. I didn't, because I allowed others in life to just dictate what happened next for me. I wasn't making any choices. I wasn't making any decisions. And if it's one thing that God gave us, it's the right to choose. We have the right to choose whether we're going to follow him or not. We have the right to choose the person or the life that we want to live. He gives us a choice. He gives us a choice. So you can choose to operate at a low level and make these low level decisions for yourself, but that's on you. Or you can choose to do something different and start making better decisions, not easier decisions, but better decisions, like creating boundaries, like eating healthier, like drinking more water, like reading, like watching educational videos and not just who slept with who and basketball wives or housewives of XYZ, whatever. Like, all of that stuff is cool for entertainment purposes, like cool, but even still, you have to watch how much of that you're intaking. Every single thing that happens in your life, you have a decision. When something bad happens, you have the decision to look at it in a defeating way, like, oh my God, why is this happening? I can't believe this. What am I going to do? Woe is me. You can choose to look at it that way, or you can choose to look at it as, what is this trying to teach me? Why is this happening? What can I do from this point to make the future different or to make the future better? It could be something simple like getting a bad grade, which I know that's not simple because that's important. Or it can be something more serious, like somebody in your family dying. When my grandma passed away in 2017, and then when my grandpa passed away in 2019, I went through a period of time where, like, all I wanted to do was just lay in the bed. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to lay up and watch Boondocks. Honestly, like, that's what I wanted to do. But I had to realize that, number one, that's not what they would want me to do. They probably would be very disappointed if, they saw me putting my life on hold, simply because they're not here anymore, even though it hurt, even though the pain was there. But I had to think, like, I can move forward from this. Just because they're gone doesn't mean that I have to die with them. And that's something hard to think about. That's something hard to, accept a lot of times. But, of course, get your healing. Don't rush yourself, things like that. But self-love is also not allowing yourself to just sink in despair. If you need help, get help. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to someone. Whatever you need to do to get out of that place, we have to learn to pull ourselves up. And that's the ugly part. That's the ugly side of this whole self-love, this whole self-care idea or ideology that we have. Self-love and self-care is amazing. It's great. But we have to use it properly, or we have to look at it in the right way. It's not the things that always feel good. It's the stuff that hurts too. It's the childhood pain that you have not dealt with. It's the people that you are continuing to allow to speak negatively into your life. It's the people that you still allow to have a negative impact on your life in some shape or form. It's the terrible food that you're eating. It's the smoking, it's the drinking just to numb yourself. It's all of that. It's that relationship that you keep going back to, knowing good and well that you deserve better. It's all of that. So while it may not feel good to tell that guy, like, look, I can't keep doing this with you. I can't keep going back and forth with you. I can't because I deserve better. It's not going to feel good to do that. Not initially. It's not going to feel good to it's not going to feel good at first to stop eating Chick-fil-A every single day or eating a Big Mac meal every single day. It's not going to feel good initially because that takes discipline. And discipline is not easy. It's not going to feel good to tell this person that has been in your life forever, like, look, we can't hang like how we used to because it's nothing coming of this. Nothing good is coming of this friendship, of this relationship. That's not going to feel good. It's not. But that is how you show that you love yourself. That is how you show that you care for yourself. Because no matter how much you love others, God calls us to love people or love others as we love ourselves. How can we love others if we are not loving ourselves the best way that we can, giving ourselves what we need first? Iyanla Vanzant has this saying that you can't pour from an empty cup. That's the truest thing ever. You cannot. So all of these people, if you were like me, saying that you love people, but you're neglecting yourself, you're not caring for yourself, you're not making the best decisions for yourself, you're lying. You are a liar. You don't love others. You don't love those people. You're doing it because you're afraid of what will happen if you don't do that stuff. You're afraid that they're not going to want to hang with you no more. You're afraid that they're going to talk bad about you, like, who she thinks she is? Who does he think he is? You don't really love them. You're operating out of fear. If you're not doing for yourself what you would do for them, you're operating out of fear, and it's time that we realize that. I had to realize that, and I fight myself on it every single day because it's a struggle. It's a struggle to go from one mindset to another. It really is. But if it's one thing that I want to teach my daughter, is that you have to put yourself first. And that's not a negative thing. That's not a negative thing. And I think a lot of times, especially as women, this idea is put on us that putting yourself first makes you look selfish. It is selfish. Why is that a bad thing? Selfish. I love myself. I have to preserve myself so that I can be good to everyone else, so that I can be my true, genuine self to everyone else. Me taking a break last week, that was selfish. But it was because I have decided to be dedicated and to be consistent to this channel, to giving y'all genuine content, to giving y'all my true and authentic self. I could have easily got on here because I was afraid, like, oh my God, like, what are they going to think if I don't post a video this week? They're going to say this, they're going to say that. But that's me operating out of fear and not operating out of the fact that I knew I didn't feel well. I knew I didn't feel like I could come and give y'all what I want to, what I want to put out. You know, so that was self-love. That wasn't easy to do. I felt bad, but I had to do what I had to do for myself. And that's what self-love is. It's a choice. It's making a decision for yourself, making the best decisions for yourself. So I don't want to ramble, but I just truly want us to get a grasp on what self-love, what self-care really looks like. And it's not all this peaches and cream stuff that like people show us on Instagram. And I said us because I see this stuff too, y'all. It's a struggle for me too. It really is. But just realizing that you deserve better. And when you realize that making choices every single day to show yourself that you deserve better. Before you know it, you'll look around and you won't recognize your life. You will be in such a better place. You'll be around better people. You'll be happier. You'll be healthier. You'll be more fulfilled. You'll be able to put yourself out there in whatever way that you desire as your full, whole self, because you made the decision, the hard decision, to choose yourself first. So if you're like me and you have struggled with the idea of putting yourself first, please just hear me and understand that you deserve the love that you try to give everyone else. I know we see that saying all the time, but it's the truth. You deserve that, and you deserve that first. So give it to yourself first before you try giving it to everyone else, because anything else is not true, it's not real, it's not authentic. So you can't call yourself that. You can't call yourself genuine if you're not giving it to yourself first. So that's really all I wanted to say. I really hope you guys get where I'm coming from. We can keep having this conversation, in the DMs. However, make sure you guys add me on Instagram at just Sammy, and I will definitely message you back because I really want to interact with you guys. I really want to talk to y'all and, see how you feel about the content that I'm putting out and, your thoughts on the different topics that we're discussing. So, yeah, I pray that you guys have a great and amazing rest of your week. Me and my hair. We'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Bye.
For your love, I'll take a bullet. You can plan that trip and I could just book it. You really the baddest, you don't just look it. Had the key to my heart and you just came and took it.